Thank you, Chairman, and good evening, Committee. As of this evening, as you have heard, 1,751 Hillingdon residents, mainly in Ruislip, have signed the petition to save the orchard. That's not just a number, it's one of the largest planning-related petitions this Council has seen in decades, and that shows the strength of local people and about this application in the heart of Ruislip. I want to be clear, I take planning seriously, and I don't particularly like coming to meetings refusing planning applications, and I always try to approach them fairly. But just to show how serious I am, earlier today I had quite a special day up at Windsor Castle, and instead of being out with my family celebrating, I'm here because the heritage of Ruislip matters more to me than just going off for a quick beer and a buffet. Before I go on, I do want to thank Lidl for being very open, and especially Kevin Davis throughout this process. They've been responsive and willing to answer questions. I don't even think they've given me the right answers or understood it properly, but they have done that. But we're not just protecting a site here, we're protecting a story, and one that reaches far beyond bricks and mortar. The orchard isn't just a building, it was once a refuge and a social haven for Polish airmen, and the pub gave them a community and warmth and a sense of home, and that building is part of the history and is recognised by the memorial and the Spitfire Memorial in the garden. Now, turning to the application itself, the proposal, as you've heard, fails on multiple fronts. I think there's 8 clear reasons. Highways and road safety. I think that anybody who has ever been down near the 5-ways roundabout, according to the plans, the delivery vehicles will be more there than 3 cars waiting queuing behind a bus. They will be overhanging the roundabout itself, potentially causing gridlock, well, it's gridlock already, and creating a dangerous obstruction. Delivery lorries reversing through the car park, that sounds dangerous, sharing the same pace with pedestrians. Delivery vehicles mounting the footway, I think, would be an issue, and the traffic survey was gathered on Friday when traffic patterns were known to be inconsistent due to the remote work and early departures. And there's also an oversupplied car park not in line with sustainable travel targets of Outer London. I also think the town centre harm will be, I don't believe the applicant has demonstrated that this is an out-of-sight centre is appropriate for retail. The town centre first test has not been met and no proper evidence of that has been put forward. The heritage impact, which I've already talked, we have some fantastic heritage impacts in the local area. The Ruislip Village Conservation, the locally listed Orchard Inn, which is of course now locally listed, and the White Bear. These are irreplaceable heritage assets and the public benefit outweighs the loss of them. Air quality, the site falls within the Ruislip Air Quality Focus Area, and the proposed development is not air quality neutral, and Lidl does decline to agree to the conditions to mitigate harm. 5, flood risk and drainage. I won't go into that, but the drainage consultation raised specific unresolved concerns, particularly the runoff, loss of biodiversity, urban green failure, and loss of a community asset. I could go on. If this is approved tonight, we won't just lose a former pub, we'll lose a connection of our past. To the Polish airmen who found comfort here, to the green spaces where people reflect and remember, to the story that deserves to be honoured and not flattened. But if we say no, we say that history matters, and that heritage matters, and that local voices matter. And on behalf of the 1,751 residents who made their voices heard, I urge you to support the officer's recommendations to refuse this application.